Good morning, UUSS. Happy St. Patrick's Day, or happy wild and precious life, as you may. Please stand and join in singing Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ear to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday service, to our sacred time of worship. I'm Rosemary Dodd, your ministerial intern, and I'm co-leading our service today with Reverend Roger Jones, our worship associate Celia Buckley, music director Anthony, pianist Irina, flautist Aaron, and our 10 fantastic members of our community who are reflecting. Roger will say more about the service in a few minutes, but it's going to be fantastic. Whether you're here in person, participating online, we're so glad you are here. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, we welcome you. This is an all-ages service, and so the noises of our community are going to be plentiful today. And I'd like to remind us that the noises of our children are sacred and holy. The noises of coughing and yawning are normal. The noises of running to get water are normal, sacred, and holy. Let's give each other grace, joy, laughter, and welcome in this space. In the spirit of beloved community, we honor the Nisenan, Southern Maidu, and Miwok peoples for their enduring commitment to steward this land where UUSS exists. We recognize that they have never ceded, left, nor ceased to care for this place. If you're on Zoom, make sure to click on the link in the chat to view the order of service. There are so many ways to connect to this vibrant community. Each week, you can stop by the tables in the Welcome Hall to get connected and fill out a newcomer's form to receive our weekly message, make a name tag, talk to the folks at our connection table. You can also fill out that form to be on our newsletter online. Each week, the blue sheet, someone wave a blue sheet. I don't have one right now. Great. The blue sheet. It's blue. And our message serve as a guide to our various programs. On Zoom, you can stay after to chat in a breakout room to get to know one another for now. 22 minutes, longer than 12. We've upped it by popular demand. Here in person, we'll have tea, coffee, and opportunities for conversation, probably outdoors today because of the beautiful weather. And please take this chance after the service to greet someone new, someone you don't know. And I'm going to ask us to do an exercise I really like now. Okay, take a look around the room. Just take a gander at the faces in the room if you'd like. And now raise your hand if you think you know more than half of the people here. Okay, now raise your hand if you do not know more than half the people here. Oh, it's not going to be that hard to greet someone new. That is not, we can all do that. Roger, do you know everyone here? No. Okay, great. So we can all greet someone new. You're not in the minority if you don't know everyone in the room or even the majority of people in the room. It can be really easy coming into a new space to feel like everyone knows everyone, but as we can see, I would say that was like 98% of the people here don't know, half the people here. So you're not in the minority if you don't know everyone in the room. Okay, this week we've got some great things coming up. You might have noticed the beautiful new art up on the walls in the sanctuary. You can come and celebrate that art by artist Linda Clark Johnson. She's a local artist and art teacher. The reception will be on Thursday, the 21st, from 5:30 to 7:15 p.m. I'd also like to recognize Kim Stoddard in her recent role as art curator. Kim, could you stand up? So if you have questions about the art or our art exhibit committee, you can speak to Kim. Kim leads a wonderful team which works hard to put on creative shows with local artists, and UUSS receives a part of the sales of the works. So thank you, Kim, and thank you to that team. After today's service, our young adult group will be meeting on the patio. This is a group for people between 18 and 35 to connect, have conversation, and talk about being a young Unitarian Universalist or someone exploring Unitarian Universalism. All are welcome, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I'll be facilitating today. You might have noticed we have a plant exchange happening out front. You don't have to, I'm pretty sure you do not have to bring a plant to take a plant. So all those plants unclaimed will be freed at 2 p.m. So take a plant. Next week at 9:30 a.m., I'll be teaching our Exploring Unitarian Universalism class before the service in the FOS room. So if you're curious to know more about our faith tradition, if you're newer around here or want to deepen your understanding, please come on by. And now please take a moment to silence your cell phone, your watch, other things that make noise so we can all be present together for the service. Let's enter into this place of sanctuary and worship together.
Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Irina. Good morning. I'm Roger Jones, one of the ministers here. Happy to be with all of you today for this special service. The words for our chalice lighting are from the back of our gray hymnal, and I should mention, if you would ever like to follow along with the music printed for the hymns, the teal and gray songbook and hymnal are in the back, and you're always welcome to bring one in for you. And lighting our chalice today is Bridget. And these words are by the great American sociologist and African-American civil rights activist, W.E.B. Du Bois. The prayer of our souls is a petition for persistence, not for the one good deed or single thought, but deed on deed and thought on thought, until day calling unto day shall make a life worth living. Thank you, Bridget and Celia. This is a community of care and compassion, and one of the ways we express this is through speaking our joys and sorrows. If you would like to let the ministerial staff know about your news for a future Sunday, you can find a link to our Joys and Sorrows form in the weekly message email, which comes out on Fridays. So today we extend our condolences to the family and friends of Jean Anderson, who died one day before her 90th birthday. She and her late husband, Bill, were members of UUSS for years, and for many years before that, members of the UU Community Church. And we extend our condolences to our member, Annette Orella, and to her family on the passing of her sister's husband, Kevin Koch, near Kansas City, Kansas. He died of cancer at age 68. Kevin was a dedicated emergency room doctor, father, and grandfather. He was surrounded by his family and passed in peace. Annette is there with her sister and family. May he rest in peace. This month, all of us in this interconnected world have passed the 4-year anniversary of the announcement of the coronavirus pandemic. This disease took millions of lives and left many others with chronic health problems. The many disruptions of life caused by COVID-19 brought heartbreak, stress, and frustration to nearly everyone. To be sure, this crisis called for creative responses, for courage, for patience, and for compassion. And for all those who responded, we give thanks. Let us recognize the resilience, commitment, and kindness demonstrated by so many people, known and unknown to us. This community holds many reasons for giving thanks and for celebration, and we lift up some of these joys now. We have 2 new children to celebrate who are connected to this community. We rejoice that Nora Sadat was born 3 weeks ago in Sacramento. She's the child of Tahira and Esmatullah, and the little sister of 3 brothers. And we rejoice that Elliot John Roten was born on March 8 in Louisville, Kentucky. Elliot is the first child of Brooke and Alex Roten. Alex grew up in this congregation, and his parents and step-parents are members of UUSS. We rejoice at the upcoming wedding anniversary of our members, Susan and Richard Carlson. According to Susan's note, this is their 55th anniversary, but I think that number 55 may be a typo. It's real? Well, congratulations. And blessings. In the Islamic tradition, this is the second week of the holiest month in the Muslim calendar. Blessings to those among us in our UUSS community who are observing the daily fast as well as to Muslim neighbors in this area. Ramadan Mubarak means blessed Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak. Many of us are finding hope and renewal from the green buds emerging, the bright growing grass, and the wind causing branches to sway in the warm sunshine. Some of us are also struggling with allergies. And to you, we extend our wishes for comfort and ease. Please join me in a time of centering. Relax your eyes, whether open or closed. And wherever you might be, at this moment, notice where you're sitting or resting. Notice the contact your body is making with the floor or furniture which sustains you at this moment. And let us all notice our breathing by taking a deep inhale breath together and pausing briefly and then exhaling deeply together. Inhale. Exhale. And let us do this again. Deeply inhale, pause, and exhale. And now for a third time, a deeper breath in, pausing, and then exhaling with the sound of a sigh. Now, as we continue to notice our breathing, let us receive these words of prayer. O Spirit of life, Spirit of love, sustain us on this day and in the days to come. Give us patience and serenity when we need it. Help us to keep our hearts open. Give us the courage to bear witness to the need for peace and liberation for so many members of the human family in so many places around this world. May we remember that we are connected here in this community. Remember that we are held in the web of life which connects all beings. And remember that we are nourished by the source of love. Help us to notice reasons for gratitude every day. Enliven our awareness of the ordinary miracle of being alive. So may it be. Blessed be, and amen. Now let us pause for a few moments of breathing together for our private contemplations. Blessed be, and peace.
If you would rise in body or spirit to reflect and sing in Spirit of Life, Fuente de Amor.
Sing in my heart. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. I get the opportunity to read one of my favorite poems today, written by Mary Oliver, called The Summer Day. It's an anchor to this service every year. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out on the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
Thank you, Celia. For this service, this circle service for all ages, we have 10 people from our community who will be reflecting on the last question, or the question that is the last line of that poem. And they will introduce themselves. You will see their name in the order of service, which is on the back table, and their pronouns and their date of birth, or their year of birth. Only one person in this group actually volunteered to participate. Thank you, and thank you to everybody who said yes when I invited you. And I don't know if that means that people need to be invited or if people don't read the weekly message very closely. But in any case, we had a wonderful rehearsal yesterday, and I look forward to hearing from them. So you will hear from 5 people in a row. And then we will have a break, and then you will hear from 5 more people, ranging in age from 7 to 92.
My name is Rosella Caswell, and I was born in 2016. Some things that are important to me in this wild and precious life are cats, friends, skiing, and kindness. I love cats because most of them are cute, but some of them look like crouching tigers. But most of them are really, really cute and snuggly. My cat Jenny is so snuggly. She loves to purr and knead my blankets. Her brother Donkey is really crazy, but sometimes he's cute. My mom's cat Pickle likes to sleep on my toes. It's sweet. I like friends because once you make friends, most friends are really kind and want to play with you. Some things that I like to play with my friends are monkey noodle chase, baby chase, lava monster, and rolling papayas. Another thing I love is skiing. I love skiing because I can go really fast and the powder makes me float. Also, I love the groom drums because I can go extra fast, and when I turn, my skis carve into the slope. I love that my dad is there. I really want to join Ski Patrol because I want to help people. Also, I want to take care of animals and help them. Kindness is really important because kindness makes friends and it makes me feel happy and warm inside. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Justine Cox, and I was born in 2007, making me 16 now, 17 in a few weeks. The question posed means a lot to me because from a young age, I was convinced I was meant to do something great. In kindergarten, we had a day where we were all supposed to dress up like our dream careers, and naturally, I went with President of the United States. I had a book of presidents that I brought with me, and in a form of manifesting, I cut pictures of my face out and put them over all the presidents in the book. However, like most dreams do as you get older, this dwindled. So now, as a junior in high school, I don't dream of becoming president, but instead, hopefully, maybe doing something a little cool. The idea of my future career gives me so much anxiety. What if I'm stuck at a job I hate that has no impact on the world, or even scarier, makes the world worse? Though I might have set my sights lower, I still want to change the world. I want to have some effect on people's lives and make them better. And the truth is, I don't know how to do that. Maybe it comes with maturity, or maybe it's a mystery of life. How do you know that what you're doing is important, that it matters, and how can I do it? I look at myself as a teenager and think I have to wait until adulthood to start making an impact, but I recognize that's naive of me. There's probably tons of stuff I can do right now to improve others' lives, even just a little bit. Maybe me speaking in front of you is one. So, though it may sound daunting, with my life, I want to change the world. Thank you.
My name is Theo Clare. I was born in 1998. Now, in my mid-20s, I have figured out most of the practicals of adulthood. I can hold a job, and I pay my rent, and handle the daily responsibilities and occasional crisis of life. The existentials of it, however, terrify me. What am I doing with my short, finite, singular life? And am I adequately putting my values into practice? The state of the world and the direction of our shared future make me very nervous, and I find myself prone to grief and bleak cynicism. But I know in my soul that if there is struggle, I want to be in it. When there is sorrow, I want to share of it. And when there is cause for celebration, I want to rejoice. Aaron Bushnell was 25, 1 year younger than me, when he gave his life for a free Palestine. 21 years ago yesterday, peace activist Rachel Corrie was crushed to death by an Israeli bulldozer when defending a Palestinian home in Rafah. She was 23. I honor their sacrifice and I admire their moral clarity, but I have got to figure out a way of taking action to build a future that I believe in, that keeps me alive, and that contributes to a world in which we can all live, and live freely. I think of the poet Marge Piercy, who says that she wants to be with people who submerge in the task, people who move in a common rhythm when the food must come in or the fire be put out. The work of the world is as common as mud, Piercy says, and people need work that is real. When I am on the clock as a restoration ecologist, when I am touching the water and the riverbank and the salmon, I am doing work that is real. When I take to the streets for march or protest or common vigil, I am moving in a common rhythm. When I bake dessert for a potluck or cook a meal with my mother, this is as common as it is sacred. I want to get dirty in the muck and the mud and the thick of it. I want to be shaped by this world and leave my mark in turn. May I be known for the depth of my care and the courage of my conviction. May I contribute to our shared liberation.
Hi, everyone. Just give me one moment, please. Thank you, everyone. So, hello. My name is Connor. I was born on February 6, 1994, and I recently turned 30 last month. The one thing that I would like to do with my precious life is learn how to live with love. Making it to the 30s have been a really hard challenge for me. I've experienced a lot of loss, a lot of suffering, starting at the age of 7 when I lost my dad. And growing up without a dad is probably one of the hardest things that any child will ever have to face. And from there, I've endured countless struggles. I have endured abandonment, financial hardships, emotional pain, trauma, depression, anxiety, and yet throughout all of it, I am still here by the grace of something or someone out there that is keeping me here, grounded. Despite the many trials that I have faced, I tend to forget about the many incredible things that have happened along the way. In high school was the very first time I discovered music, and it has forever become a part of me, as you could see. I have made wonderful connections, wonderful friendships, memories, all connected with music. I have made amazing friends through knowing music. In college, I had the opportunity to talk with a deaf person for the very first time with one of my best friends who helped me interpret. And he inspired me to learn ASL. And not only that, but he welcomed me into now my second family of friends who I have come to love since I've known them for about 10 years now. I loved how it felt when I tried tap dancing for the first time in my 20s. I love playing music for everyone because I get to share something that is so connected with me and my character. I love being able to share it with other people. I love teaching children piano and music. I am very fortunate that I have an opportunity to make a positive impact with the kids that I work with all my students that I work with, and that I get to kind of learn how to love myself a bit more in the process. Lastly, I love the place where I'm at right now, where I feel connected with this community, and I am very grateful for that. It's these things that make life a bit more easy to bear. I understand there's a lot of healing that I need to do on myself, that I must tend to, and I'll get there one step at a time. But as I get older, though, I start to realize that love is not only found within each of ourselves, but it's also found in community. I have made so many wonderful connections, and because of all those connections, because of all the love that I felt over the course of the years, I've been able to overcome a lot of hardships. When we have others in our lives who root for us, supports us, connects with us, listens to us, and loves us, there is no better feeling in this world. Love is all we need to make life a bit more bearable. And that is how I choose to live my life.
Good morning. My name is Emily Moran Vogt. I use she, her pronouns, and I was born in 1989. Mary Oliver's question elicits a deep, visceral response in me. There are so very many aspects of my life that I could speak to for hours in response to her question. But for today's purposes, this is my reflection. Each day is a choice, and I do not know tomorrow. I do know that at 34, I've already lived a fair amount of my one wild and precious life. I have 2 children, aged 9 and 12, making me 21 when I became a mother. I have earned a master's degree. I have married and divorced and am happily remarried. I laugh a lot. I feel deeply. I soak up the sounds of nature and music, and I craft and I create. I also know that I have always felt called to serve. Having worked in state and local government for the past 12 years, I've served an array of society's most vulnerable members. Low-income families, immigrants and refugees, and the unhoused. I do not know if I am setting people up for a quote-unquote better tomorrow, given all the reasons the current state of the world gives us to doubt the future. Why work so hard for others to have a future? What future can we hope for? To me, the only way that humanity and my children have a hope for the future is to care for those who are here now. Each day is a choice, and I do not know tomorrow. But I do know that I have today. Thank you.
If there are any children who'd like to help collect the offering, I'd invite you to head to the back of the room and find an usher who will pair up with you to have you help out. Especially this rug crew here, who looks like they might need something to do. I don't know. It just might be interesting and fun. Okay. This congregation has a practice of giving away half of every Sunday's offering to an organization working for a better world, and we start locally. Our community partner, go that way, for the month of March is the Wellspring Women's Center. They're a new community partner this year, and we're so excited to have them with us. Wellspring's mission is to provide an environment where low-income women and their children can reduce isolation, recognize their inherent worth, and build self-esteem. In the Oak Park Firehouse, Wellspring's drop-in center is a trusted community gathering place. It offers nutritious meals to nearly 200 people each day. Volunteers and staff provide free case management, counseling, art therapy, enrichment workshops, and safety net services. Guests are diverse in age, personal background, and ethnicity. Using minimal government funds, it avoids restrictions on whom it serves, enabling a quick response. Wellspring relies on generous donations from the community to provide hospitality, respect, and crucial support services. Since Wellspring is a new community partner this year, we invite you to learn how you can be involved. After the service today, please see Bobby Keel at a table in the Welcome Hall to learn more. We're also still accepting donations for a drive we're doing for Wellspring, and you can learn what they're looking for and drop off donations at the office through the 22nd. So learn more there. We're grateful for your generous support of UUSS and our community partner. This morning's offering will now be given and received. As the ushers come forward, please join in our unison response. May generosity bless our world, and may gratitude nourish our spirits.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm DJ Quinn, and in a quick order of service update, I was born in 1975, not 1972. I need those 3 years. Because I'm turning 50 next year. And I'm a dad to two fantastic sons, Zach and Zorro, I guess. And I teach writing at UC Davis, and I teach education at Cal State East Bay, and I teach in the religious ed program and our whole lives here at church. Mostly, though, I'm a dad. I tell even my students to drink more water and to take breaks to get outside and touch grass. I pepper my lectures with spicy puns. Even when they're not my kids, I try to dad for them a little, just in case they have a father at home who's more like mine was than the one I try to be. This past week, one of my students, a really quiet, hardworking first-year college student, came up to me after class and collapsed on my shoulder. Through tears, she said she appreciated feeling like someone cared about her as a person, something she didn't feel like she was getting from her other teachers or even her friends. All I did was believe in her inherent worth and dignity and be human with her and ask her how she was doing. The other day, I had a conversation with one of my sons. I won't tell you what it was about, but he said something like, "I'm glad you're my dad. I can't imagine my friends having this conversation with their parents. It was weird, but I feel a lot better." I've done a lot of things in the last 50-ish years, some of them too wild to repeat, many of them too precious to believe. But as the years ahead of me number ever fewer than the years behind me, I've realized that the one thing I want to do with my precious wild life is to try to leave the world more kind and more curious than I found it in my classrooms and beyond. And when I do die, as Oliver says, at last and too soon, I hope that's the legacy I leave behind with all of my kids.
Good morning, lovely humans. My name is Lisa Bunker. I use they, them pronouns, and I was born in 1962, and I'm about to turn 62. As I approach my 62nd birthday, I am trying to develop a more nuanced relationship with time. I love the Buddhist concepts of mindfulness and of existing in the moment, but I don't see those as a destination in themselves. That feels a little too passive to me. I still have a bunch of things I want to do. I want to create art, and I want to connect with and help other people, and I want to love my sweetie well. And I do feel called to join with millions of other people who are standing in active opposition to the neo-fascism that we see resurgent in the world today. Jazz musicians talk about playing in the pocket. If it's for me, I'm busy. In the pocket means there's a rhythm section that lays down a groove, and over that, a soloist or a singer invents freely, playing with the time, drawing out some phrases, bopping ahead through others, delaying or anticipating the beat. I'm going to try to show you what I mean. So here's a beat. Lullaby a birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go. Something like that. There are some forces that hold me back. I carry old hurts, and I do sometimes get anxious enough about the future that I need to check out for a while. And my energy turns out to be finite. I get tired. I need to rest. There are other forces that propel me forward. There are actual real threats in the world, and I am aware that my days are numbered. And I do still have, thank goodness, some of this sort of innocent geeky glee and enthusiasm that I was born with. So here I am in my early 60s, suspended among these various forces, and trying as best I can to get in the pocket with time as my rhythm section. I'm trying to be aware of the beat, but not driven by it. And I wait to see how, in the moment, I will shape the next phrase of my singing. Flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above, all because we're in love.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Christiana Quick Cleveland. I was born in 1954. I use she, her pronouns, and I am 70 years old. In order to speak to where I am going, I have to first speak to where I have been. My inherent God-given talent is in music, especially in being able to lead a group of people to sing in harmony. In striving to be myself, show my talents, I have consistently found myself to be a token in many different, primarily white environments. From segregated roots and culture, I've played my part as a Black token trailblazer. I was one of 2 girls to integrate my high school in the 1960s. One of 5 female officers who were the first to serve on a military naval vessel in the 1970s. And I have worked decades in various Waldorf education environments since the 1980s, where they continue to struggle to establish a population of staff and students more representative of the general population. And I have done this in pursuit of the founding ideal of the United States, e pluribus unum, out of the many, the one. Harmony in music embodies the very same idea. Out of the many voices, we weave together something new, something powerful, not the individual, the collective. Unitarian Universalism, like the United States, offers the promise of a multifaceted collective. The part of the journey we are on, however, still requires that there be smaller constituencies of common perspective within the whole. So now, like the salmon who seeks its birth waters, I thirst to be among those whose lived experience is similar to my own. My plan for the rest of my wild and precious life is to continue to apply my talents and accumulated experience toward the protection of the voice, building its capacity to join with other voices, creating musical harmony that has the power to lift us all toward a recognition of our common spiritual humanity. And this musical intention also manifests socially, where I will work toward uniting the individual voices of people of color here at UUSS, so that we can robustly add our unique voice to the whole in pursuit of beloved community. Thank you.
My name is Bobby Keel, and I was born in 1944. On New Year's Day, 2024, I woke up with a start and realized I'm going to be 80 years old this year. And I thought, oh, poo. Or maybe something just slightly stronger. How can that be? And now what? Looking back over the many decades of my life, I realized that there were two events who shaped who I am and how I have lived my life. The first is the circumstances of my birth. I was born to German parents in Brno, Czechoslovakia in 1944 during a heavy Allied bombing. While my mother was still in the hospital, she had this incredible feeling that something terrible was going to happen. And against the orders of her doctors, she checked herself out of the hospital, carrying me in her arms, and walked away. That night, the maternity ward took a direct hit with many casualties. With that history, how can I live but with immense gratitude that I have had 80 years to explore the world, to make deep connections, to become a wife twice, because the first time I didn't get it right, but the second time I did, a mother and a grandmother, and know that every day was an unearned gift of grace. The second event that shaped my life is the Holocaust. In college, when I studied history, I began to understand the horrors of the Holocaust and the great evil that my people had done. I read many books trying to understand it about the Holocaust and the Nazis, and I became deeply ashamed of my German heritage. I can't undo the past, but eventually I found a tenuous inner peace by committing myself to live by the words of this blessing. Life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who make the journey with us. So let me be swift to love and make haste to be kind. What do I still want to do with my one wild and precious life? Well, I want to continue to expand my knowledge and my care of the natural world. I want to hike some more, maybe in Iceland. Write, read the classics, the American classics that I never got to read as a kid because I was reading German stories. Continue to be a source of love and compassion for my family, for this beloved community, and for the greater world. And I want to embrace life at the edge of my comfort zone. And in the end, I want to be able to look back at my life and know that I have been swift to love and made haste to be kind.
Good morning. Probably good afternoon. My name is Graciela Brauer Ramirez, and I was born in 1932. At 92, during the rest of my life, I want to do the same things I have been doing for the last 5 years: writing, working on my genealogy, organizing my memoirs and poetry, attending meetings and poetry reading programs in my writers group and other venues, playing with my grandchildren when they visit me, and continuing with my daily routine that I enjoy very much and that is as follows. I usually get up at 8 in the morning. I do many of the exercises I learned with a psychologist who specialized in bioenergetics. He believed that doing exercises is the answer to most problems. So I do Tai Chi and a meditation followed by my prayers for people in the world. Then I do the 4 directions, a pre-Columbian ritual used to center us. After all this, I prepare and eat a breakfast of cereal with oatmeal, coffee, and fruit with yogurt. Perhaps you want to know a little bit about my background. I was born and raised in Mexico City. My dad was in the military as a career. He was also a fine jewelry expert and a watch and clock repair person. My mom was a professional singer, and I sing out of tune, so I didn't get any of my mom's genes. For many years, I was a professional student who accumulated 3 master theses: Spanish, English, and career counseling. My husband, Roman Ramirez, paid for all my education and wanted me to go for a doctoral degree, but I didn't want to do it. For 25 years, I was a Spanish and ethnic studies professor at California State University, Sacramento. Finally, I would like to add that I never had a religion until my late 60s, when I joined an interfaith church that I liked very much. Unfortunately, the minister retired, and I began looking for a similar religion. I remember that Joanne Angling used to invite me to plays, presentations, etc. in her church, so I decided to try it. I like UUSS because it is an interfaith. I love my ministers, their great services, and as a Mexican, I have always felt very comfortable in my new home. Thank you very much.
Of our wild and precious lives, let us joyfully rise and sing, "How Can I Keep From Singing? My Life Flows On in Endless Song." My life flows on in endless song, a mother's lamentation. I hear the real, the far of him that gives a new creation. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest round me roars, I know the truth it liveth. What though the darkness round me grows, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging, since love prevails in heaven and earth. How can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble as they hear the bells of freedom ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? To prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing? I lift my eyes, the clouds grow thin, I see the blue above it, and day by day the pathway smooths, since first I learned to love it. A heavenly peace restores my soul, a fountain ever springing. All things are mine since I am loved. How can I keep from singing?
Okay. Huh? Please join me in sharing together our extinguishing the chalice words. Please, we extinguish this flame, but we carry the light, love, and commitment of this gathering into the days that come.
I invite you to reach out in a sign of benediction. If you're at home, reach out to us and we reach out to you. May you depart in peace and be led forth in joy. And please repeat after me after I say each line. May faith in the spirit of life,
May faith in the spirit of life,
hope for the community of earth,
hope for the community of earth,
and love of the sacred in one another
love of the sacred in one another,
be ours now and in the days to come.
be ours now and in the days to come.
Blessed be.